Hey, it's me, ProJared, and this is FTL Multiverse. Now, this is not an official expansion to the game, but this is a completely fan-made mod that just like quintuples the size of FTL. Now, I know we normally try to do a lot of retro games here on the channel, but FTL is 12 years old by this point, so like, I don't know, that's kind of retro, right? Also, I love this game and I want to play it again. So what does the mod add? Tons of weapons, tons of playable races, tons of story events, tons of multiple endings, tons of ships, just tons of everything. And I'm always down to play more FTL on account that I just absolutely love this game. As previously mentioned, you're probably expecting some other series to be showing up right now. But issue being was that my previous, my hard drive that had all my previous playthroughs going crashed. It is currently dead. It's right here. It's not working. So that sucks. So I had to come up with something else. And I came up with FTL. Hope you don't mind. Related, want to help me buy a new hard drive? You can help out by downloading this video sponsor, Opera GX, a web browser built for gamers. Built-in ad blocker, built-in game release, built-in VPN, import all your settings, fun sound effects, and customization. Link in the description. Every person who downloads that, installs it, use it, whether on mobile or on your desktop, does help me out. Just throws a couple bucks my way. It's free for you. It's completely free to download. Also, it's legitimately a good browser. I actually like it. Okay, so if you've never seen FTL before, this is basically a spaceship roguelike. I've already loved this new like get my ship ready screen. So I don't have anything unlocked. So this is literally the only ship I have. Rename the Superliminal. How about the fucking, what do you want to name it? What's a good space name? We'll call it the Amethyst Moon. Okay, so it's got a little extra side doors right away, which is good, and we got some very different crew members. So we have a human pilot, new species, the Orchids. These are plant people. This is all new. They can refill oxygen. They burn easier, but they don't suffocate as easily. And more importantly, when in the same room as other crew members, it gives them more health, repair speed, and healing, which is awesome. And then we also have an NG, specifically a Separatist NG. So I guess there are different NGs. This is new as well. Now your crew members have toggleable abilities, so stuff we can actually activate. So this NG can go nanite mode. It can't fight, repair, or heal. So I guess it's just kind of like go nanite mode to escape. I guess it gets rid of mind control. I don't know what the usefulness of that is. We also have our typical burst laser, and instead of missiles, we have a new piercing laser. So that's also neat. I also have an advanced navigation system. All right, so let's rename people here. Julian, more like Captain Jerd. It's me. Oh, we got different color outfits. Yay. Ooh, I like this one. Kind of purpley looking. We have the Orchid named Rebecca. Oh, all kinds of flower colors. Oh, which one do I like most? I like that one. I guess you can keep being Rebecca. How about an NG named, what's a good like NG name? Robot guy, Gorm. Yep. All right, here we go. You take a look at the distant swirls of space as the stars fly past. This is the beginning of the next chapter in your saga. What will await you next? Before your mission begins, it might be time to prepare before you arrive at the warp bay. What would you like to do? Oh, recommended for beginners. Yeah. You've downloaded the database, which will now grant you the opportunity to read about various factions, individuals, or locations. Okay, so I know the general game is just get to the end, stop the rebels. I got that achievement for doing that. Cool. Get to Sector 8 to unlock challenge levels. All right. Name, Federation Multiverse Drop Point. Type friendly. Dominant faction, the United Federation. Rebel threat level medium. You're about to arrive at the nearest Federation warp bay, a structure acting as a beacon for traveling between universes. You slowly exit hyperspeed, transitioning to a speed safe for landing and steer closer to the hangar below. There, your ship is stocked up and prepped to head out into this foreign galaxy. You hurry to your ship, but you realize you still have a little time before you leave. You likely have time to grab one last thing. Grab a weapon, get another crew member, or grab some extra resources. Ooh. So this takes us 2 fuel, a missile, 2 drones, and 10 scrap. Random weapon could be good, but early on, I'm pretty much a sucker for crew members. So we'll grab another crew member. Finally suited up and ready to go, you take a look at your beacon map. Looks like you still have a while until the fleet becomes an immediate threat, so you can spare some time to do something on the ship if you wish. Yeah, actually. What will you do? Learn about the storage menu. What's the storage menu? At various opportunities, you'll be given the option to check your storage and do various actions on board your ship. This can happen in situations such as visiting stores, visiting an unexplored beacon, and blah blah blah. It may look overwhelming at first, but eventually you'll become accustomed to the system. To learn about internal upgrades or the onboard lab, visit the database entries. Learn about tasks. You may also engage in various tasks. By default, you'll be able to run salvage missions and repair your hull, but if you find a mine launcher weapon, you can also try lay a trap for the fleet before Sector 8. Oh. Salvage missions have many different outcomes, some good and bad, but can turn up valuable loot. Okay. Perform a task or salvage operation, I guess. Which I guess I'm at full hull, so we'll just run a salvage mission. You might be able to salvage any space junk in the nearby area. How do you wish to proceed? Survey can only do this once per sector. Do. Your crew find little, but it's still something. 2 missiles, a drone, and 8 scrap. Okay. So this big green bar at the top, that's our life. If that hits 0, we die. We also got shields, which constantly regenerate and can help prevent additional damage. Gotta remember some of my hotkeys here. Good. Oh, this is the database. Install an internal upgrade? Oh. I can do that. Install an arm. You have 1 arm slot. To switch arms, you can disassemble an arm afterwards, but you only get 50% of the cost back. Oh. Okay. Repair arm? Repairs your hull every time you collect scrap, but reduces scrap collected by 10%. Onboard tech? Oh, these... God. That's so much. Never mind. We'll hang out for now. I guess that's like how you do your upgrades. Well, first things first. Let's go. Can I go my ship crew? I don't want Cubbin. Can I... Not Cubbin. Josh Cubbin. More like... let's get old Jadale in here. He's an engineer homie. I'm actually gonna put Rebecca on shields, Jadale. You're gonna be over on engine. So a lot of these stations have like little computer systems. You can actually put your crew on them, which improves them a little bit. So like when have someone on engines, we get like a little extra dodge percent. Like right now we have 10% evasion. I put Jadale on there, boom, 15%. So having Rebecca on shields helps shields regenerate faster. And then we'll have Gorm on weapons, which will help weapons generate. So we can actually don't have a lot of power here. So these are all my systems power in the lower left. And I only have so much power I can move around. So I can like turn something off to remove power to do all that. So increasing our engine power is also pretty important. All right, well, let's do our first jump. So I got long-range scanners so I can actually see where everything is. There's a merchant to the south, or not south, but whatever that direction is in space, but I don't really have any money, so let's go to the distress beacon. A Zoltan ship hails you as you arrive. You have to help us. Our energy shield hasn't been working properly ever since we came to this sector. It's acting like it doesn't have the power to start even though it does. Spend some time trying to fix it, attack while they're defenseless, or apologize and say you can't help. I'll be a homie. Let's try to fix it. Your crew takes some time experimenting and working with the faulty shield generator. As one of your crew adjusts something, the generator pops and burns before catching fire. Seems like you completely broke it. Way to go, jackass. Now we're completely screwed. We're helping. Well, see you later. We're gonna go. You're surprised to find another multiverse ship at this beacon, bearing markings of a pirate vessel. Uh-oh. The pirates hail you. Ah, a fellow traveler. I'm sure we can both relate over the difficulty of upkeep with these MV drives, yes? Well, we've been running low on fuel. I'm sure you could use an upgrade. Maybe we can trade? Buy an engine upgrade for 3 fuel. How much fuel do I have? 10? Is that a good deal? I wouldn't have to spend scrap, but I don't have the power for it either way. I'll say yes. I think it's early enough. So now I can pump up engines to 3, which gives us up to 25% evasion, but if I do that, I have no power for weapons. But I think an early thingy is fine. Let's jump to the next distress beacon. This game is very hard, by the way. A station at this beacon has alarms going off, and a distress call is out to save the civilians on board. However, when you arrive, there's already a Federation ship at the location, which hails you. No worries, we have the situation under our control. There was a hazardous chemical leak that proliferated into the station's life support. We've already evacuated the station. It looks like everyone's okay, but we have a civilian on board who wishes to make a request. The civilian goes on to the comm. Hello, I'm a merchant who trades with this station. My ship is fortunately unharmed, but still docked. Unfortunately, the toxins have contaminated everything, and so I can't undock it myself. If you could steer my ship away and vent the atmosphere, it would likely be safe for me to use again. It's not quite as contaminated as the station, but you probably won't survive if you aren't careful. Send an anaerobic crew member? Is that one of my flowers? You're a nubre, what I hadn't pronounced that, happens to be able to resist the toxins. They quickly disengage the docking clamps from the vessel and pilot it away. Your crew then proceeds to flush all the contaminants from the ship and reactivate the life support. Thank goodness I need my ship for my livelihood. Who knows how long I would have been without it. Here's a small token of my appreciation. 18 scrap and the augment of emergency manual. What is emergency manual? Well-structured guide on emergency procedures adds extra options to last-minute preparations before combat to produce fuel, convert missiles, and drone parts. Okay, so before we have to get into a fight, we have like a quick emergency dinghy. We'll stop the supply depot. Brief scan of your ID is all it takes until a Federation auto ship is dispatched to transfer some supplies. 2 fuel, 1 drone, and 8 scrap. Okay, so I feel like let's run a salvage mission. I've already salvaged this sector from the beginning of the game, right? Can I do some upgrades? Takes 20 scrap to get some power bars, which I do need power. I feel like improving doors early on is really good too, to help prevent fires and stuff, but I don't have the scrap for that. I mean, I could just go 2 power bars, convert that power straight into engines, and give ourselves 25% in dodge. I'm usually a fan of doing stuff like that. Okay, so this big radius here is basically the evil rebels chasing us down, and that's the whole point, is that we're running from the rebels. So every jump we do, this gets closer, but I also need to try to make as many jumps as possible to try to find as much supplies and scrap as I can before I confront them. It appears this beacon is home to a Federation outpost, or at least it was until a band of pirates came by and ravaged the place. There might be some supplies left behind if you can clear out the attackers. They only have 1 shield, a little bit of hull. Get them! Alright. So, this game you can pause, so there's real-time stuff. I can't quite tell what kind of weapons they have. It looks like a burning laser and then a regular laser. I'm gonna point all things to their weapon system. We'll pierce through the shields, and if we can damage their weapons to prevent their firing back, then we go for their shields so they have less defense. Or even hit their engine so they can't escape, or have less dodge. Pew pew! Perfect. You heard that? sound, that was us piercing their hull. So now oxygen is draining out of that room. They also have to repair that. If we had improved cameras, we could see inside of their ship. All right, engines are hit. They now have like 0 dodge percent. I could try to hit their oxygen system. Oh, I killed them. I was gonna try to just drain out their oxygen and let them die that way. You've defeated the pirates! Well, get 2 missiles, a drone, and 8 scrap. You skirt around the edge of the depot looking for any remaining loot. Though the pirates took all the weapons and armor, quite a few resources remain. 5 more fuel, 3 missiles, and 9 more scrap. That's pretty good. That's what I like to do. I would love to get my shields improved. Maybe even just by 1, so if our shields take any damage, shields stay up. Alright, how much time do I have? Looks like I might be able to like kind of hit all of these, because there is a supply depot there, which seems to give me just free supplies. Several Union civilian vessels have landed on a nearby moon around a Federation multiverse warp bay. You can see crowds gathering, but you're not sure why. Let's investigate. The civilians appear to be protesting, gathering in large groups and holding up signs. It appears the crowd is against the use of multiverse travel, thinking it endangers their way of life. The Federation soldiers hold their ground and try to fend off the civilians, but it appears the situation is getting heated. So we can attack the Union vessels, or send in a team of crew to assist. Why do I feel like if I send in a crew, they would just like get stampeded to death or something? We're help! Attack! Oh, that is a very small, sad ship. They don't have weapons. Oh, am I the bad guy? Hit their engine so they can't escape? Now go for their oxygen. There's like only one person. You can see the doors opening because they're like... Basically, they're running around trying to fix stuff. I am a terrible, terrible person. Try diplomacy. I named my gun Diplomacy. You've demolished the Union vessel and their scrap is yours. It appears your attack drove many of the civilians to violence, and full-scale fighting has broken out in the streets. One civilian ship with a particularly nasty-looking missile launcher tears through your hull as you try to pull away. I took 3 damage. Well... Probably had it coming. Yeah, that was not my finest moment. Ooh! What's this coconut zucchini mustache ship? To your surprise, an Orchid Ship is waiting for you here. But sure, they're a loyal part of the Federation, but the Florals typically prefer to keep to their own turf. What's this about? Wait for them to hail. An Orchid appears on screen, gesturing with their hands in native Orchid sign language, which your translator converts into actual audio. Well, you must be Professor Orwell. We have reviewed the files you gave us, and we are most excited to share our scientific findings with the board. We have left a few annotated questions to your review, and we'll send them over along with payment shortly. I could pretend I'm Orwell and just take their stuff. No, I'll be honest, I'm not Orwell. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Would you happen to know the location of the professor? No idea. Understandable. Good day. The Orchid Ship jumps away, but it gives me 2 fuel. That could have been a prick, but I chose not to. So that's worth something, right? An abandoned supply cache drifts through space nearby. It must have been lost during an attack. You're not sure who it belongs to, but you could use it for a trap against the fleet, or try your luck opening it. It would require 3 missiles, which I have 11 missiles right now. I don't have a missile launcher, so I'm not really using it. Trap the fleet. Let's blow it open, dude. Give me your stuff. Pew! When you can't be certain, just apply a very large amount of military-grade explosives and pray to the high heavens you don't go up in flames. Ooh, the doors of the cache explode, revealing a band of ravenous pirates locked inside. Now exposed to the vacuum of space, they quickly perish. Oh! You shuffle past their lifeless bodies and find an armament inside the cache. A Bardiche beam? What's a Bardiche beam? So this beam charges quicker with each shot, but can also do heavy hull damage when aimed at empty rooms. So like kind of gatling itself up. Takes 2 power. First charge time is 17 seconds, but the chain effect is it decreases the cooldown by 3 to a cap of 8. Times 2 hull damage on systemless rooms. We can try it. I mean, we got it installed. So we can power down the Pierce and go for the Bardiche. And we got Gorman weapons here, so it won't take as long to go up. Alright, let's hit this supply ship. Grab a couple stuff from them. Look how cool these plans are. It appears you arrived a little too late. Something, whether they be pirate or rebel, has razed this place and destroyed everything in sight. You grab what little salvage remains and carry on. 19 salvage? I want another power bar for anything? Doesn't do a whole lot. I guess we're good for now. Okay, so now the rebels are catching up, so I probably have time to hit either one of these, then make my way for the exit. So, top one? A small escape pod is adrift at this location. Judging from the markings, this pod originated from some multiversal equivalent of Earth. Someone likely had to abandon their universe and wound up at the drop point. There's no sign of a ship that this pod may have ejected from. However, before you can pick it up, a rebel intercepts. This human will no doubt make a fine recruit for the rebel cause. Alright, fine, Frick, let's go. Oh, so they got drones? Shooting my shields. That's actually pretty bad. And try to hit their weapon systems, because if this drone... Yep, we got lasered. Start repairing. The shields are still up. I'm glad I put an extra thing into the lasers. Oh, I lost weapon system. Alright, we're gonna power up the piercing shot. Alright, where weapon systems is down. That's actually quite good, because now the drone can't really do much to us. Gotta pierce their shields and hit their drones. Now their drones get separately disabled until they fix that. Power the Bardiche. Push fire on engines. I want them stranded. Perfect. Oh, look at this Bardiche. Watch us, like, just cut across them. Carving them up. It's okay. I saw this coming. The rebel captain collapses as their ship breaks apart around them. If they saw this coming, they should have thought twice about messing with you. Ooh, 21 scrap. The pod is still adrift. It's unlikely to be a trap, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. Now I'll take the pod. The resident of the pod is surprised, as they didn't expect to end up in this universe. You explain your mission, but the human inside seems hesitant to get involved in this conflict without learning more. They request to be dropped off at a nearby colony. Oh, added a quest marker in the next sector. So once we get there, we can drop them off for, we're just gonna go. And then maybe they'll join us? You've reached the end of the first step of your journey. However, it appears you aren't alone. The rebel fleet must have sent one of their fighters after you. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Oh, they're teleporting onto the ship. We need to get onto engines, or onto doors, so that we can try to... Alright, so now we got someone manning the doors. Our door systems are improved, so it's harder for them to break in. And more importantly, I can open up that door to try to vent them out. Which will cause some damage onto them. They're going to break in the engines, and then Jadale is going to have to fight them. Which, you know, so be it. Yep, and they're teleporting mines in. Which Jadale should be able to win this fight. Bardiche is ready. Fire! Zzz. Oh, they got their shield up, so we didn't get all the damage in there, but their weapons and engines is down, which is still good. And then they teleported away. Bardiche again. Bzzz. Oh, look how fast that charges. This is so good. Alright, they basically lost all their systems. One last zzzt, zzzt. There. You successfully defeated the rebel ship and got a spontoon beam? The what? Alright, we have 76 scrap. We'll do some upgrades. Well, first off, we need to get Jadale over into med bay. I also need to put power into med bay so Jadale gets healed. Also, what's cool is your squad mates, like, they actually slowly build their skills as we're going, which is also extra neat. So they get better at the things they do. What's the fast button to go back? Enter, that's right. Alright, so... requires no power? What? A slow-charging, decent-sized beam weapon. Conservative weapons use no power but require another weapon to be powered. Okay, so as long as I have at least one other weapon, this is online. So I've got 3 weapons now. Cool. So they do take long to charge, but that seems fine. Alright, 76 scrap. So that gives me enough to actually go 1 more power bar, improve shields further, or divert power away from meds, double up on shields. I like that. That's gonna give us quite a bit of defense against most incoming attackers. Alright, and with that, we can fly to the next sector. So we can fly to the free Mantis outreaches or the Harmony Zone? Harmony Zone. You've entered hyperspeed. While it can take mere minutes to travel between 2 beacons, it can take hours to travel between the sectors. Fortunately, this delay applies to all ships, including the Rebels. While in hyperspeed, you have several options. Learn about the Atlas. What's the Atlas? The Atlas is used to guide the ships through hyperspeed. Oh, is this all the different map markers? Okay, yeah. I guess we're gonna end up in an NG sector, which has an Harmony link. The NG are non-violent and generally friendly with the Federation. As long as you can avoid miscommunication errors, the native inhabitants will be little trouble. The same cannot be said, however, for other hostile invaders. You've arrived in NG space! The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. I unlocked NG music. Despite being normally peaceful, the NG don't take lightly to intruders in their sectors. Fortunately for you, the guard here don't consider you an intruder and ignores you. I'll contact him. Hey, man. Federation ship has initiated contact, awaiting further command. Separate. Oh, I've got Gorm, an NG separatist, who could try to liberate the guard. Refusal. No. Oh, fuck. Notoriety increased. Oh, wait. Your actions here, justifiable or not, will not reflect well in the eyes of the Harmony or citizens. Continuously perform actions like this, and you might start seeing negative reactions from Harmony and its allies. Oh! Huh. Uh-oh! Incoming! Okay, so they've disabled / put poo gas in my med bay. They have a defensor that shoots down missiles and asteroids. It looks like an ion shot and some other thing. Well, we do have increased shields, thankfully. Alright, yeah, our shields are gonna do work. Okay. How do I wanna... Well, their hacking doesn't mean much, and I guess the drone doesn't mean much, so as long as we can... try to time this. Burst fire, hit the shields. Shields are down. And then... Bardiche laser! Spontoon, also hit the shields. Oh, you're also a laser beamy thingy? So everybody can hit all 4. Probably not, that's fine. Bzz, bzz. It appears the guard ship is sending out a distress signal to a nearby ASB platform. Brace for impact! I don't know what that means. Uh-oh, they're back online. Oh, no, no. I didn't mean to have auto fire on. Spontoon beam, get him! Bzz. Incoming! ASB target locked? You defeated the NG guard. We gotta go. Jump. My quest marker's all the way over there. A pulsar is flooding the area with dangerous electromagnetic forces. We gotta go. Whew. Oh, a small rebel research station overlooks a pulsating star. Before you can contact, the ship reacts and moves into attack. Yeah, okay. Oh, they also have double shields? So because that actually might be better to start powering up the piercing shot instead of the Bardiche. Incoming ion pulse. Okay, our shields are temporarily disabled, but so are theirs. Okay. Let's make this count. Laser from engine. Yeah, we'll go engine to empty space to that. Burst fire the weapon systems. Pierce shot shields. Go. Damn this! Redirect as much power as necessary to the engines. We have to get out of here. I did damage their engines. Yeah, their jump is delayed because I damaged their engines. Same plan? Hit their engines? The rebel ship surrenders and promises to delay the fleet. Pfft, no! Flap, flap! Give me your stuff. Ooh, you receive a hail from the rebel ship right as it explodes, but it's too late. So I got 24 scrap and their Guardian drone Mark II. It's fine, we'll just be just a little pulsar as a treat. Oh, I can't do anything on the ship because we're in danger. Crystal store? What's a crystal store? Looks like you're receiving a transmission from a nearby crystal ship, but it comes out as heavily garbled. You don't have a clue as to what they're saying. Try to translate? You try for a while to decipher this message, but during the silence, the crystal pops back on, now speaking normally. Apologies, I'm still accustomed to not having to use my translator. I'm a merchant vessel. Would you care to trade? Okay. What do you got? A crystal beam? Modified projectile weapon that fires a shield-piercing it's literally a crystal shot. Cool. The Misericord? An upgrade pinpoint weapon that does 3 damage, or the Apollo missiles. Niche but effective missile weapon that does no crew damage, but provides stacking passive 4 hit points healing to allied crew that it hits for 15 seconds? Oh. So like it damages a section. If I have crew on their ship and it hits it, it heals my own guys? Am I understanding that correctly? What else do you have? Oh, big fan of cloaking. Weapons of the day, 33% off, but they're just random? I don't know about that. Cloaking is very good. 9,999 for max cloak? What do you mean? I guess the mod realized how overpowered that is. We'll fix the hull. Probably just grab the fuel so I don't have some fuel so I don't have to worry about it. I don't think I'm gonna get a drone system set up anytime soon, so I can sell that, get 32 scrap, which is very good. So now I could consider some more upgrades. One more engine power, or power bar, or reactor upgrade allows me to also upgrade power my engines as well, which is quite good. And that's like all I can really do. Yeah, so I can go... What are the keyboards? That's right. So we can get engines powered on. Giving us up to 25% dodge. Weapons at maximum oxygen on. Good, okay. It seems like a pretty good start. We got quite the crew as we're dodging around the Amethyst Moon, making the way through. This is such a fun game, and I love it. I hope you enjoy kind of watching these runs. Crystalline armor. Every time you deal damage to the hull with your weapons, there's a 32% chance that a shard will break off and fly towards your ship. Oh. That's annoying. Jesus, all right. Hopefully looking more to this. And again, sorry for the previous series getting interrupted, but I'm working with what I got, and hopefully this is something that you enjoy watching, because I'm enjoying playing. And as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. See you next time.